Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2019 Chancellor's Outstanding Staff Awards. My name is Derek Van Rinnen. I am the current chair of the Chancellor's Staff Advisory Committee, and I'm extremely honored to be here today. The Chancellor's Staff Advisory Committee was established in 1980 and strives for a membership that broadly reflects the diversity of this campus. CSAC is a confidential committee appointed by the Chancellor, and we serve as a resource for her and senior campus administrators, many of whom are here today. We provide a staff perspective on a wide range of topics, issues, and decisions that affect staff members, with the goal of creating a positive working environment for our whole community. Another part of what CSAC does is that we're tremendously honored to undertake and to administer the COSA process and program on behalf of the Chancellor. Each year, we receive a pool of nominations describing the transformative work that staff do on this campus. From that pool, we select extraordinary staff members and teams to receive recognition from the campus community. They embody the public service pillar of our mission by going above and beyond their job responsibilities. We're very happy that you will have the opportunity today to meet some of these stellar members of our campus community and to join us in celebrating their accomplishments. On behalf of CSAC, I would like to thank the Women's Faculty Club, founded in 1919, 100 years ago. Who provide each COSA recipient with a complimentary salad bar lunch certificate, and very healthy, and a 1 year's membership to this historical gathering place and refuge. We will also celebrate in 2020 150 years of women at Berkeley. I think it's tremendously fitting that we enter the new year with Berkeley's first female chancellor at the helm. And of course, I'm biased as the chair of CSAC, but I think Chancellor Carol Christ is one of the best chancellors in this university's rich and illustrious history. With that being said, it's now my pleasure and honor to introduce Chancellor Carol Christ.
Thank you. It's so wonderful to be here this afternoon. This is one of my favorite events in the year of the university. Welcome to the Chancellor's Outstanding Staff Awards ceremony. The COSA Awards were first given out in 1988, and for over 30 years, they've recognized staff who demonstrate exceptional initiative and create significant positive impact within the UC Berkeley campus community. Our award winners are among Berkeley's most passionate, most giving, and most enterprising members of our community, and it's an honor to be with you today to celebrate your achievements. This past year has been anything but a sleepy one for Berkeley. I'm not sure there are ever any sleepy years for Berkeley. As we grappled with how to respond to raging fires across California, smoke enveloping the Bay Area, and PG&E shutdowns of campus. But through difficult times, we have consistently sought to offer students a premier college experience. As a community, we've come together and made sacrifices to provide Berkeley with a stronger financial foundation for the future. We've worked to improve diversity, protect people's dignity, and build a welcoming campus climate amidst troubling political times. We've sought to combat sexual violence and sexual assault on campus. We've endeavored to make the university more navigable and more attuned to student needs. In all of these cases, and many others, both individuals and teams stepped up to face the challenges in front of them, often taking on new and daunting tasks, working long hours, managing complex collaborations, thinking creatively, and ultimately developing thoughtful and effective solutions to the myriad issues that we as a community encounter. Such resourcefulness, such scrappiness, such resilience, these are the hallmarks of this place, a public university that, despite challenges, still manages to compete with the best private universities in the world. And they are the hallmarks of its people, whether students, staff, or faculty. While it's a time of immense change for Berkeley, I have great optimism and confidence that we'll forge a new and exciting future for our campus, and it's largely because I believe in our amazing and capable community of people. Today, we honor several members of that community. This year, 27 individual COSA nominations were submitted, and 14 individuals were selected to receive the award. In addition, a total of 22 team COSA nominations were submitted, and 9 teams were selected to receive the award. Criteria for receiving this honor include commitments to fostering an equitable and inclusive community, innovation, adaptation and efficiency, enhancing Berkeley's mission and reputation, Berkeley's sustainability goals, and mentorship of others on campus. This year's awardees come from virtually every corner of campus, and they represent the rich diversity of our community. The COSA Awards recipients' accomplishments show how the university's commitment to excellence is demonstrated daily through innovation, perseverance, and dedication to service. Please join me in congratulating this year's COSA recipients. I would now like to welcome the Assistant Vice Chancellor, Eugene Whitlock, Assistant Vice Chancellor for Human Resources, who will offer his remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is my first time coming to this ceremony, as I've only been here for 2 months, but I hear this is truly one of the greatest days to celebrate on this campus. One of the key parts of my job, and it's actually in my job description, is that I am to be an advocate for staff. And I want to let you know here in the audience, and my boss, who is here, is that I will do that unreservedly and shamelessly. By taking care of our staff, which includes recognizing and celebrating you on occasions like today, we enable our staff to take care of our faculty and our students. I truly believe that the continued success and excellence of this university depends on the success and excellence of our staff, who make everything that we do, from winning Nobel Prizes to providing more social mobility to our students than any other institution in the world, we make that possible. We talk a lot about how much we appreciate staff and how we should appreciate them more. I intend to hold us to that. After reading through the award write-ups and talking to the award winners I will be presenting, I'm reminded of why I wanted to work here in the first place. I wanted to come to a place where I would work with amazing, passionate people who are committed to doing better every single day, not only for the Berkeley community, but beyond. These stories highlight some of the greatest achievements and contributions that staff members make to our community, ranging from building bridges across units that enhance captioning services to creating a prevention toolkit for academic departments seeking to prevent SVSH. Staff awards stories also include amazing teams who work together to do things like expanding Berkeley's global partnerships throughout Africa, to the Faculty Leadership Academy that brought together faculty and staff in ways we hadn't dared to in the past. And I had to add that one in because it includes a couple of folks from Human Resources. and I'm definitely biased and proud of our folks. While these stories often reflect the very best of Berkeley, they by no means represent the total greatness of Berkeley. As I said, and it's worth repeating, I believe that the greatness of Berkeley comes in large part from the dedication and commitment of all of you, our staff, who make this organization run. And so now I'm going to start by sharing our first 7 stories from the individual award winners. The first award is for Russ Acker. Come on over here. We can all look at you while I talk about you, Russ. So you have in your programs the descriptions, and so I'm going to add that, but I added my own little bit of flavor to it because I actually called and talked to everybody. So Russ is the Associate Director for Information Systems in the Office of Planning and Analysis. He's worked at Cal for nearly 20 years and is the longest tenured employee in the Office of Planning and Analysis. Russ contributes in meaningful and lasting ways to our campus's data culture and infrastructure. For example, on the Student Information Services Replacement Project, Russ was a bridge between the IT and institutional research worlds, drawing on his knowledge of Berkeley and of its data reporting requirements to help design practical solutions. Russ continues to provide invaluable behind-the-scenes support for Cal Answers. If you've used Cal Answers, you have benefited from Russ's contributions to the campus. How many people... I'm not done, Russ. So Russ and I had a conversation on the telephone, and Russ explained to me that he is committed to the mission of public education because of the tremendous difference it made in his life as a, quote, first-generation college student living on Pell Grants. And now he remarked on the tremendous difference it's making in the life of his own daughter, who is also attending a UC. Through his work with data, Russ enables the university to make data-informed decisions which help us to make better, more efficient, and more effective decisions which ultimately allow us to serve more students. This is Russ's bottom line. He works with data to help find ways to give more students the same opportunity he had. Okay, next is Trina Davis. So Trina is the supervisor of real-time captioning and ASL interpreting services for the Disabled Students Program. Trina has been on campus for about 2 years, and during that time, she has dramatically grown the captioning service, which provides critical access to courses and events for our hard of hearing population. How much has it grown? When Trina started here 2 years ago, we were captioning about 100 videos per semester, and now Trina and her team are up to 600. This work demonstrates one more time? Wow, there we go. This work demonstrates a tremendous commitment to making UC Berkeley an equitable and inclusive campus, helping to ensure that students' needs are met and that they can participate fully in their courses and other events on campus, such as Cal performances and intercollegiate athletics. When I asked Trina what motivates her, she told me that she does it for the students. Nothing compares to the thank you that she gets from a student who can now participate in campus life in ways that they could not before. She is a tireless advocate for solutions that meet the community's needs, helping to show the campus what is technologically possible, and there's even more that can be done to support our campus. People just need to ask for her help and for her team's help, and they're happy to provide it. The determination to aim high extends to her colleagues. Trina has spent countless hours helping her staff to develop their strengths and acquire new skills. Trina pushes those around her to do better and go beyond the status quo. Next up is Danner Dowd-Martin. It's your turn. The conversations were not confidential that I was having. So Danner has been with Berkeley for almost 10 years and in her current role at Haas for about 7. The interesting thing about this award is that it has nothing to do with Danner's official job. Danner's passion for sustainability led her to take on extra responsibility at Haas leading the green team for the past 6 years, where she has been able to affect lasting and tangible change. Danner has steadily incorporated sustainability practices into the operations of the Haas School of Business, from reducing energy and water consumption to promoting reuse of existing furniture and green events. Her efforts contributed to Chow Hall's trifecta of sustainability certifications: True Zero Waste, LEED Platinum, and WELL. What? I did not know what those mean, so I asked. So what does it mean? It means that 90% or more of the materials leaving the building are recycled or composted, 90%. And I asked Danner what the secret was to getting to 90%, and she told me that one of the key steps that they did at Chow Hall was to eliminate all the landfill bins from the building. And that's something that we could actually do in a lot of the buildings around campus. She also told me that if we simply took the time to put compostable materials into compost bins instead of in the landfill bins, we could raise our campus-wide diversion rate from 50% to nearly 80%. So the next time you go to throw something away, think about the difference that you can make just by that individual act. In her free time, Danner continues to lead the effort to make sure the building operates sustainably with a particular focus on zero waste because, as she told me rather simply, she really cares about what happens to the environment. Danner sets an example that reflects Berkeley's status and excellence as a leader in sustainability. Next up is Katie Dustin. So Katie is the Project and Portfolio Management Office Supervisor, Student Affairs IT. So Katie has been at Berkeley for more than 30 years, starting when she was an undergrad. And I asked Katie, how many years more than 30? And she said, we'll leave it at more than 30. Today, she's being honored for founding the Cal Assessment Network and chairing it since its inception in 2009. When I asked Katie how CAN got started, she explained that she was working on an assessment project and just knew that there had to be other people on campus who had done this before and would be willing to share their knowledge. So Katie found them, and what started out as a small meeting with a few people has grown into Berkeley's largest community of practice with 1,000 members, number 1,000 joined last week, representing 150 campus units. CAN offers a forum where like-minded colleagues can make connections, find support, receive training, and share best practices on the topic of assessment. Katie designed CAN to be open and inclusive, and it serves not only as a knowledge-sharing forum, but also as a catalyst for professional development, collaboration, and networking. Katie has led the curation of over 100 CAN sessions with over 8,000 participants. CAN serves not only to build professional connections, but also personal connections, as people have built enduring friendships that started with a meeting at CAN. Katie is a role model for other staff on successfully creating and cultivating a robust community of practice. CAN is open to anyone on campus, and if this sounds interesting to you, I encourage you to take a look at their website or go to a meeting. Coming up to the stage now is Meltem Arrow, Director of Graduate Outreach, College of Engineering. So Meltem has been at Berkeley since 2001 and in her current role since 2012. Meltem's commitment to an inclusive and equitable community is described as full in spirit. There must be something to that description. Through her diversity recruitment and retention efforts on behalf of the College of Engineering, which help advance Berkeley's strategic plan and the Chancellor's priorities, Meltem builds relationships with students of color and strives to create a welcoming environment where all underrepresented engineering graduate students feel welcome and can succeed. For example, half of the 2019 cohort of graduate students of color attended their Grad Preview Day, a recruitment program that Meltem initiated. Under Meltem's leadership, the College of Engineering has seen consistent increases in enrollment and retention. To students of color, Meltem is a trusted advisor and the calm in the calamity of graduate school. Her ongoing encouragement and guidance have helped countless students thrive in their graduate studies. In chatting with Meltem, I learned that her African-American students got together to nominate her for this award, and that makes it so much more meaningful to her because she found out exactly how much her work is appreciated and how much of a difference it has made in their lives. This is why she does what she does. Meltem's contributions deeply enhance Berkeley's mission, but she is a one-person show. Hopefully, we can find a way to grow the program to extend this impact to even more students. Next is Sarah Gamble, the Assistant Director for Prevention, Path to Care Center. Sarah has been at Cal for almost 11 years and in her current role for about 2.5. Sarah and her team specialize in sexual harassment and sexual violence prevention efforts towards creating and sustaining a healthy and inclusive environment for learning, working, and research. Sarah told me that many people do not believe prevention is possible because we cannot control the bad apples that are just out there. But this is not the case, and prevention does work if we take the time to teach people how to do it, and that's exactly what Sarah has done. This year, following engagement with a working group of students, faculty, and staff, Sarah rolled out the Prevention Toolkit, a how-to guide for academic departments seeking to prevent SVSH in their community. The toolkit addresses a gap in campus prevention efforts, which had previously focused on students. It provides the essential tools to prevent SVSH before it occurs, while remaining adaptable to each department's unique needs. It is a first-of-a-kind innovation in this field. Nothing else like it exists anywhere in the country, as far as we can tell. And that reflects Sarah's effectiveness as a thought leader, a thought partner, a deep subject matter expert, and a stellar collaborative leader. In fact, her expertise has been recognized nationally, and she's been invited to present the toolkit to the National Academy's Action Collaborative on Preventing Sexual Harassment in Higher Education. If you're, I think it's a big deal. If your department has not already used the toolkit, I encourage you to reach out to Sarah and her team to get it done as soon as possible. Thank you. So the final individual award is for Liliana Iglesias, but she was unable to join us today because she's at a conference in Washington, D.C., doing a lot of the same work that she does here on campus. So Liliana is the program director for the Undocumented Student Program, and she's been at Berkeley for almost 5 years, all of which she has spent with that program. She is a devoted champion and unwavering advocate for student equity and success. As she has said, education should not be a question of politics, but rather a commitment to opportunity. Liliana has brought to light the diversity of undocumented students' experiences, including her own. Liliana has effectively engaged campus leadership in understanding their aspirations, the systemic challenges that prevent them from realizing these dreams, and the strengths and tenacity that propel them forward. She has transformed support into action, including grants for basic needs, a safe and confidential resource center, and partnerships with student organizations and campus units. Liliana works tirelessly to create a place of mutual support where no person is illegal and where all feel valued for their intrinsic human dignity. When I asked Liliana what is something that all of us could do to support her work, she told me that the most important thing we can do is be informed about the experiences of undocumented students, not only their struggles, but also their successes and resilience. When we understand these experiences, we can then find a way, in our own way, to support these students. Thank you. And now I'd like to welcome Vice Chancellor and the greatest boss ever, Mark Fisher, to the stage.
And I'm going to apologize up front because I'm clearly an underachiever. I didn't call anybody, and I apologize. So the bar has been raised here. So the first awardee that I have is Alex Jordan. Is Alex here? Good. Alex is the principal laboratory mechanician, which is a word I don't think I've ever seen before, in mechanical engineering. You made it up, I know. I'm going to ask the English professor about this one. But anyway, and how do you pronounce that? Alex's innovation, adaptation, and systems optimization are a key component of the department's world-class, internationally renowned instructional labs. This work can be invisible to end users. Outwardly, it appears as though everything is operational as normal. I think a lot of people on the campus make that happen. The sort of invisible making it happen is great. However, Alex's development of innovative service and maintenance procedures have extended the life and dependability of critical lab functions in support of the teaching mission. Alex also attends classes and mentors student organizations as a technical advisor, allowing students to leverage the breadth and depth of his expertise in support of their education. Many students regularly seek his assistance and advice. Alex's willingness to share knowledge and his enthusiastic dedication to assisting students, faculty, and staff are contagious. Congratulations. Andrea Lampros. Is Andrea? Andrea is the Associate Director, Human Rights Center School of Law. In 2016, Andrea co-founded UC Berkeley's Investigation Lab in the Human Rights Center, the first of its kind in the world. There's a lot of this here, isn't there? Boy. The lab trains students across disciplines in cutting-edge methods of online fact-finding and provides high-quality, pro bono investigative support for human rights violations. The lab's investigations have contributed critical key facts to a number of investigative reports, including Pulitzer Prize-winning work. It goes beyond fact-finding. Andrea created a resiliency program on how to mitigate the psychological impact of viewing graphic footage online, a program sought after by campus units and external organizations alike. The lab highlights Berkeley's reputation as a global leader in the use of social media for human rights and social justice. Andrea is the unsung hero who makes it possible. And our next awardee is Jen Loy. She's the first person who doesn't have a phonetic spelling of her name on my sheet, which provides more confusion for me than not, frankly. But Jen is the, no, yours is easy. Associate Director, Government and Community Relations. Cal Move Out, CMO, seeks to decrease the impact of campus waste from residence halls. This is a brilliant program, by the way. I love this one. Like all of them, but this was really, I'm very fond of. And off-campus housing during move out, which can be stressful for students as well as the campus. The city of Berkeley and the campus's neighbors. As a campus lead for CMO in 2018 and 19, Jen developed a new approach that minimized bureaucracy and leveraged our students' dedication to sustainability, engaging a broad coalition of student leaders, city staff, and campus units. Jen ensured the program's success, envisioning how resources could be utilized most effectively. For example, Jen challenged students to reimagine the outreach that underlies CMO's success. They responded with a multifaceted approach that can be replicated in the future. Jen's collaborative approach has laid the foundation for a productive relationship with students, campus units, city colleagues, and neighbors, and it's invaluable. Thank you. Michelle Repkin. Here's Michelle. Michelle's the Associate Director of Berkeley Connect. Michelle's leadership in helping to revolutionize the undergraduate experience for Berkeley students. Michelle helps lead Berkeley Connect, BC, an innovative mentoring program proven to increase undergraduates' confidence, sense of belonging, and academic achievement. These are all things I know the Chancellor finds very important on this campus, serving over 2,000 students a year. Michelle recently helped expand BC through a pilot program bringing BC mentoring to all summer bridge participants, many of whom are first-generation college students. She's continuously looking for ways to make a positive contribution to a culture of equity and inclusion in our community, as evidenced by her extensive volunteer services as a workshop facilitator, as a contributor to campus policies, and as a voice for mentoring as a key element of inclusive Berkeley experience. Michelle enhances Berkeley's mission. Congratulations. And our next awardee is Anthony's son. Anthony, did I say that wrong? Oh, I missed one. Sorry. Yes, Jacob. Sorry, Jacob Short. I tell you, there you go. Reading way too far ahead. Jacob is our... In fact, I sat with Jacob the other night at dinner, I believe. Director of Major Gifts, Haas Development and Alumni Relations. Jake served as chair of the Campus Fundraising Council, FRC, in 2018-19. During his tenure, Jake focused FRC meetings around the theme One Berkeley, with a vision of unifying campus fundraising goals across units and of bringing together staff with diverse roles. He engaged campus leadership in discussion panels to share information and to discuss the strategic linkages between fundraising, campus initiatives, and the academic enterprise. Throughout his tenure, Jake emphasized inclusion to support all advancement roles. This vision was put into action through interactive activities that highlighted the importance of getting to know each other and of sharing best practices. Jake's efforts have set the FRC on a future course that ensures that all are working toward common goals. Congratulations. and Anthony's son. Anthony. Anthony is Director of Programs, Data Science Education Program. Anthony sees data science as an opportunity to develop innovative ways for units to work together and transform the student experience. He's helped to build program in efficient and in impactful ways, from establishing partnerships with the academic and technical campus units to supporting student analytics teams and matching students to discovery projects. Anthony operates with an eye for Berkeley's national leadership in data science education, from learning and research to the infrastructure that supports it, and to incorporating transferable skills like team building and leadership that equips students to become tomorrow's leaders. Anthony has also advised other schools and organizations on their own data science programs. Anthony exemplifies Berkeley's national leadership in data science. Congratulations. Okay, Samantha Zepeda. Did I do that one right? Samantha is an annual fund officer, School of Law. Samantha is a change leader. Her establishment of the UC Berkeley New Moms Group in 2018 supports workplace diversity and family-friendly policies as well as building community. As the founder of this group and support network, Samantha affects change through her optimism, communication skills, and desire to bring together diverse stakeholders. She's partnered with the Tang Center on courses for new mothers, monthly meetups that include staff, graduate students, and academics from multiple departments, and she's become an expert and advocate for campus mothers, bringing her knowledge to bear in the working group to recommend family leave policy recommendations. Samantha is committed to making the campus a better, more inclusive, and welcoming place for women and parents. Congratulations. And now I'd like to welcome Kathy Koshland, the Vice Chancellor for Undergraduate Education.
So I'll just say something first, which is one of the remarkable things about Berkeley is the way in which staff collaborate with each other, often across many different units, to achieve various things that are important. And it's again, something that I think we in this room know how important this is. I wish more people could sort of celebrate this on your behalf. So I'm going to start with the Faculty Leadership Academy project team. Carrie Frasch. Carrie Frasch, Maddie Irwin, and Andrea Lambert, and Angela Stopper. So I only see three of you. Angela's not here. Okay, out of town. The Faculty Leadership Academy prepares faculty to lead multidisciplinary projects, large multidisciplinary projects, and to serve in administrative leadership roles with the ultimate goal of increasing the demographic diversity of Berkeley's leaders. The FLA project team quickly and collaboratively designed, developed, and implemented the first ever offering of the FLA in spring 2019, from the application process and program website to the program curriculum and logistics. Effectively incorporating guidance from project sponsors Paul Alivasatos, Ben Hermelin, and Joe Magnus, as well as from the Faculty Advisory Committee, the team worked with Coro, Northern California, to create a tailored program that reflected the unique needs of the Berkeley faculty, drawing on resources from campus units that hadn't typically worked together in the past. The team worked collaboratively at each step of the process, providing a compelling case for what can be done when we share and leverage resources. Congratulations. Next up, we have the GradFest Committee. Larissa Chan Songyuve, Shirley Geraldo, and Deepak Sharma. So when we think about bringing graduate students onto campus, we tend to think about them just going into their departments. So they're sometimes overlooked when it comes to campus programming. They're also more likely to be impacted by that kind of siloing. With that in mind, the GradFest committee took the initiative to engage graduate students from all departments, piloting the Sustainable Interactive Resource Fair in 2016. GradFest directly fosters an equitable and inclusive community, increasing access to resources and helping to build support networks in which graduate students will feel valued and affirmed. It's now been successfully institutionalized with recurring funding. Ooh, that's wonderful. And inclusion in new graduate student orientation. In planning GradFest, the committee actively engaged many voices and perspectives. The committee leveraged collective strengths, bandwidth, and resources to create a program that enables graduate students to excel as both researchers and instructors. Congratulations. So the next group is the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program staff. While they're coming down, I have to say this is a program that I have been very excited about since its inception on this campus, and grateful that we've had the opportunity to have this program here at Berkeley. The MasterCard, I want to say who it is: Tammy Driver, Anna Henry, and Martha Zepeda. So, the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program, which I'm just going to call the MasterCard Program, is designed to train the next generation of African leaders at Berkeley. Since 2012, 113 students from 20 African countries have enrolled at Berkeley. The MasterCard team goes beyond the single task of recruitment, working tirelessly to provide support services and a welcoming physical space that ensure the academic success and personal well-being of Berkeley's African student population. Through the MasterCard program team, they have also connected Berkeley to a network of African universities and partner organizations. The grant renewal that the team drafted and submitted to the MasterCard Foundation aims to expand Berkeley's global partnerships in Africa by providing more opportunities for visiting students, faculty training, and research collaboration. The continuing success of the MasterCard program at Berkeley and its role in helping Berkeley meet its goal of becoming a more diverse community is due in large part to the efforts of this team. Congratulations. Next, wait till we have that. Okay, next up is the Nutrition Policy Advisory Committee, NPAC. So we have Kim Guest, Jennifer Guara, Janice Cowell, Patrick Callback, Kathy Kadama, Mikhail McCoyne, Toby Morris, and Jaylyn Tang. Quite a group. The Nutrition Policy Advisory Committee was created to help implement Berkeley's food and beverage choices policy across the campus. NPAC has dedicated itself to advising and guiding the campus, including educating key players and leaders, campus affiliates, and students, engaging food service operators, establishing nutrition standards, promoting and marketing the policy, and ensuring campus compliance. NPAC has worked to develop recommendations that address all campus constituencies, going beyond education and awareness to expansion of healthy food options that are not only accessible and easily attainable, but also make the healthy choice the easy choice. NPAC members have coordinated with the Office of Sustainability, Berkeley Zero Waste, the Berkeley Food Institute, and campus food service operators on NPAC's recommendations. Their spirit of collaboration and dedication to educate all stakeholders have driven the successful rollout of the NPAC. Congratulations. So the last team is the Shared Special User Facility for Innovation and Entrepreneurship team. SUFI, I think, is the easy way to say that one. And the team consists of Mike Alvarez-Cohen, Eric Jigerick, Illinger, Lynn Hollier, and Carol Mamora. So the SUFI team is a new and innovative model of bolstering innovation and entrepreneurship at Berkeley by allowing affiliated startups to conduct commercial R&D and faculty labs. The SUFI team applied their collective knowledge, creativity, and persistence around a shared vision to go beyond the status quo and resolve the complex issues that have prevented this type of activity in the past at Berkeley and at many other universities. Addressing these issues required expertise beyond any individual staff member, requiring a genuine team effort. Through SUFI, the team established a streamlined approval process through campus operations, a novel approach to intellectual property, and a new revenue stream that is invested back into campus research and education. SUFI has successfully fostered startups that focus on societal problems, turning research into new products and industries. It is a critical component of Berkeley's innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem. Congratulations. And now I'd like to ask Steve Sutton to come up, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, and present the final 4 team awards.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be here today. I mean, it's such an honor to be part of this ceremony, to be able to recognize the commitment and hard work and dedication of all of our staff members across campus. I have the honor of reading the last 4 teams, reading their bios, and then introducing the individuals. The first is the SOS Res Life Triple P Student Parent Resource Team. The SOS Res Life Triple P Student Parent Resource Team saw a need and made the effort to seek the funding and implement new programs to support an often underserved student population, student parents. The team's goal was to build community and connection and create an inclusive environment for student parents and their families. To achieve this goal, they secured grant funding for the implementation of the Positive Parenting Program, or Triple P. Triple P has been successful creating a culture of wellness and prevention that draws on the team's expertise in sustainable conflict resolution and restorative justice, and providing critical clinical support of students who are raising dependents, all of which has significantly lowered the crisis-based attrition rates by fostering inclusion and confidence among its graduates. The team has linked Triple P to the new and expecting parents groups and revitalized the Student Parents Resource Guide, thus extending the reach of their initial contributions to future student parents to come. And the members of this team are Zenaida E. Hernandez, Nicole J. Callis, and Alyssa Sato. The next team to recognize is the Village. Come on down. Bridges Senior and Transfer Weekend is a program that enables high school seniors who identify as low-income, first-generation, or who come from underserved and unrepresented communities and have been admitted to Berkeley to travel to the campus, meet current students, and preview what their Berkeley experience might be like, all without cost. The Village team supports this program, uniting multiple departments to help Bridges bring to life the experience envisioned for both prospective and continuing students of color, an experience of empowerment that establishes a cross-cultural dialogue and facilitates the creation of essential social and support networks. The success of their work is reflected in the numbers in spring 2019. Bridges achieved their highest yield rates for both Senior Weekend and Transfer Weekend at 81.9% and 74.5% respectively. The village symbolizes the collective effort it takes to support a growing and dynamic community of scholars. The members of this team are Marissa Berwick, Leon P. Connor, Kelsey Francis, Lukeman Frank, Denlyn Mallory, Stefan Montooth, Tiffany Perales, and Leanne Truong. Thank you all for your great work. Okay, the next team is the UC Berkeley mobile app team. Achieving a complex technology and change management process in 10 weeks on the Berkeley campus calls for a team with expertise, innovation, and efficiency. This interdisciplinary team launched Berkeley's mobile app in time for Cal Day 2018, helping newly admitted students and their families to easily navigate hundreds of events and create customized itineraries. The team identified the correct technology solution to address the need, employing students to help design a student-focused app. They resolved numerous technical considerations internally and with the partnership of a vendor, and created an effective user interface that reflects Berkeley. The team has continued to expand the app as a platform for the campus, adding new features and using analytics to assess functionality and incorporating new content for campus units. Through the team's continued collaboration, the mobile app has increased access to the campus, creating unique experiences not only for the campus community, but also for the public. The members of this team are Bill Allison, Jen Bellinger, Sarah Fullerton-Colker, John Hayes, Ram Kapoor, Zed Lopez, Holden Nelson, and Anne-Marie Richard. Thank you all. And the last of our teams, though certainly not least, is the Work Study UC Path Transition Team. We may need to get a bigger stage next year, Derek. UC Berkeley has the largest work-study program in the UC system. Each year, about 3,800 Berkeley students and over 230 Berkeley campus departments are engaged in the program, which improves affordability for students while helping prepare them for their future careers. The transition to UC Path in the middle of a financial aid year posed many logical challenges that had the potential for disruption. The cross-departmental work-study UC Path transition team embraced the path. The additional, the move to UC Path, welcoming it as an opportunity to implement additional business processes and user improvements. The team worked collaboratively to integrate change necessitated by UC Path, which required coordination with multiple units campus-wide. The result of the team's commitment to making change a positive experience was a nearly seamless UC Path transition for both work-studying students and employers, making Berkeley sought after among UC campuses for its effective leadership and innovation. The members of this team are Blanca Nula Campos, Luis Den, Carrie Franzetta, Brittany Jaravich, Steve McCabe, Beth Pierce, Susan Roach, and Vivian Dow Tran, and Annie Wong. Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, so before I turn it back over to Derek, our CSAC chair, I just want to say congratulations to all the individual winners and team winners. This is such a fantastic demonstration of the collaboration and positive work that our staff do. So thank you. Derek.
Wow, what a great day. And thank you, Steve. Steve was a CSAC member. Thank you. It's nice to end on that. So on behalf of the Chancellor Staff Advisory Committee, we want to first thank the Chancellor very much for supporting the Outstanding Staff Award Program, which recognizes staff excellence. Thank you. We would also like to thank Vice Chancellor Mark Fisher, Vice Chancellor Kathy Koshland, Vice Chancellor Steve Sutton, and Assistant Vice Chancellor Eugene Whitlock for their participation and their support of today's ceremony. And as a community, we deeply, deeply appreciate the nominators, those who set a great leadership example in taking the time and effort to submit a nomination. It's a competitive process, so well done, nominators. The COSA program is a labor of love for CSAC, and it's a full team effort. I want to thank this year's COSA subcommittee chair, Christine Tobolsky, who for leading the process. I don't know where she is. I truly appreciate all the amazing work that you've all done on this event. And I also want to thank our volunteer photographer from UDAR, Laura Larson, who is suffering a knee injury right now, so she's limping around taking photos. Another example of Berkeley staff stepping up. Thank you to all of our guests for joining us in celebrating the amazing staff at Berkeley. And finally, we want to give sincere and heartfelt thanks to all of our honorees for making our campus a better place for all staff, as well as for the students and faculty whom we serve. In closing, we ask that the awardees, your guests, speakers, please stay, mingle, and enjoy some refreshments. And a reminder that for the larger teams, and certainly we ended up with some pretty big teams, we're going to need to retake the photos with the Chancellor because, the small team's fine, but there's just a lot of you. So for those teams, stick around so we can make sure to get a good photo. And thank you again for being here today. Go Bears.